Welcome everyone. Before the horror begins, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share in the comment where from and at what time you are watching. It helps YouTube bring the best horror straight to your screen now. Let's begin. Have you ever wandered into the shadowed heart of the Appalachia Mountains, where ancient trees whisper secrets older than time itself, and the fog conceals eyes that never blink? The kind of place where trails twist into nowhere, and the night claims those who linger too long? Tonight, we unearth 3 true Appalachia Mountain horror stories, tales of cursed lights, winged harbingers, and subterranean terrors that hunger for the lost. These aren't just hikes. They're paths into an oblivion where the mountains remember your name. Huddle close, turn up the volume, because the forest might already be calling you. Story 1. The Lights of Brown Mountain. The flickering lights danced across the ridge at dusk, bobbing like ghostly lanterns held by invisible hands, luring me deeper into the mist-shrouded trails of North Carolina's Pisgah Forest. I'd come to Brown Mountain seeking solitude, a solo hiker with a backpack and a need to escape. Dismissing local tales of the brown lights, ethereal orbs said to be Cherokee warriors' souls or trappers lost in the 1800s, leading wanderers to their doom. But as twilight bled into the sky, the lights pulsed with unnatural warmth, cutting through a chilling wind that carried whispers, my name woven into their cadence like a summons. The air thickened with pine sap and damp earth, the path narrowing as gnarled roots twisted underfoot, grasping like skeletal fingers. My flashlight's beam faltered in the fog, but the lights multiplied, weaving between skeletal trees, always just beyond reach. Locals had warned me at the trailhead, don't follow the orbs. They'll take you where no map leads. I pressed forward, heart hammering with each crunch of leaves, the whispers swelling into fragmented pleas. Join us. Stay forever. The forest seemed to breathe, branches creaking like a chorus of old bones, the cold seeping deeper into my marrow. By full night, the trail vanished, trees closing in like sentinels, the lights encircling me. They illuminated faces in their glow hollow-eyed, mouths frozen in silent screams, their forms flickering like bad film reels. One brushed my arm, its touch burning like ice, visions crashing through me, men tumbling into ravines, bones snapping, voices calling for help that never came. Panic clawed my throat. I ran blindly, tripping over roots, the orbs chasing like hounds, their lights searing my skin. My screams echoed, unanswered, as the forest laughed in whispers. I stumbled onto a gravel road at dawn, gasping, skin marked with frostbite scars where the lights had touched. Rangers found me, nodding grimly. Countless hikers vanished chasing those orbs, bodies swallowed by the mountain. The brown lights remain unexplained spirits, phenomena, or something hungrier. I avoid trails now, but on foggy nights, orbs flicker in my periphery, their whispers calling me back to the ridge. The lost lights never extinguish. Story 2. The Mothman's Shadow. The old bridge groaned under my tires at midnight, crossing West Virginia's Point Pleasant, when a massive shadow peeled from the girders, its red eyes blazing like embers from a forgotten hell. Driving home through the Appalachians after visiting family, I'd scoffed at Mothman legends, a winged cryptid foretelling doom, but the figure loomed, wings unfolding with a leathery snap that shook my car's windows, the air filling with a high-pitched screech that vibrated my bones and drowned the engine's hum. Rain slicked the narrow highway, wipers slapping in futile rhythm as the shadow pursued, gliding silently despite its bulk, red eyes fixed in my rearview mirror. The forest flanking the road rustled unnaturally, branches whipping like tentacles in the storm. I'd read about the 1967 Silver Bridge collapse, blamed on Mothman sightings, 46 dead, whispers tying it to Chief Cornstalk's curse on these lands. My radio crackled static, voices breaking through. Turn back! Collapse coming! Heart pounding, I pushed 70 miles per hour, but those eyes grew closer, unblinking, filling the mirror with dread. The chase tightened as fog rolled in, choking visibility to mere yards, the screech swelling into a chorus that pierced my skull. My car fishtailed on a curve, headlights catching clawed hands scraping the pavement, sparks flying like warnings. Desperation surged. I veered off-road, crashing through underbrush, the shadow slamming the roof, denting metal with a thunderous crack. Visions assaulted me, bridges crumbling, screams echoing, red eyes watching from the chaos, knowing my name. I abandoned the car at a ranger station, pounding the locked door until help arrived at dawn. The vehicle was mangled, claw marks etched deep, no creature found. Locals confirmed. Mothman sightings spike before tragedies, a harbinger or worse. No bridge fell that night, but I hear wings flapping in dreams, eyes burning through the dark. I sold the car. Scratches reappear overnight, etched with my initials. Shadows with wings herald the end. Story 3: The Moon-Eyed People. The cave mouth gaped like a jagged maw in the Tennessee hillside at twilight, pale figures scampering inside as I pitched my tent in the Cherokee National Forest. A photographer seeking inspiration, I dismissed folklore of the moon-eyed people, subterranean beings with milky eyes, blinded by daylight, stealing wanderers for their underground realm, but the shapes were humanoid. Their skin ghostly white, emitting low clicks like bats navigating the dark. Their movements were too fluid, too silent. For anything human. Night fell heavy. My campfires crackled, drowned by rustling leaves circling my tent. Soft footsteps padding closer, whispers in an unknown tongue slithering through the canvas. The air reeked of damp stone and decay, cold drafts tugging at my sleeping bag like eager hands. Legends told of these beings, driven underground by Cherokee warriors centuries ago, emerging to reclaim the surface. My lantern flickered, shadows dancing as if alive, forming pale faces with empty sockets, peering through the tent's mesh. At 3 a.m. Tension shattered scratches toward the tent, elongated fingers with shard-like nails reaching in. I swung my hatchet, striking flesh that felt like wet clay, a shriek splitting the night, unearthly and raw. They dragged me toward the cave, milky eyes glowing, mouths hissing. See with us. Below, visions flooded. Endless tunnels, captives with hollowed eyes mining eternal darkness, their screams muffled by stone. The ground trembled, roots coiling like snares, the air choking with the scent of ancient graves. I slashed wildly, breaking free, fleeing down the trail as rocks tumbled behind, the cave collapsing like a beast swallowing itself. At the trailhead, rangers found me bloodied, arms lacerated, babbling about pale figures. They whispered of disappearances, blamed on feral folk or ancient curses tied to forgotten tribes. Caves haunt my dreams now, their mouths gaping, eyes staring from shadows. I board up windows. Moonlight reveals pale faces pressing against glass, clicking softly. The moon-eyed claim the curious. If these Appalachian nightmares left you dreading the call of the wild, share in the comments. Which mountain terror would lure you into the fog, and have you survived an eerie trail encounter? Spill your own chilling hikes below if you can face the echoes without trembling. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true terrors. Next time, we tread the depths of cursed caverns. Venture wisely or vanish forever.